I want to share something that's, I think, a little bit embarrassing. Talk about marketing here. When I was in high school, middle school, there was a girl that I had the biggest crush on. She was like, to me, the most beautiful thing in the world. And anyway, I was not as popular as her. And so I sent her R&B music. I used to make these mixed CDs, like mixtapes back then, CDs with a collection of my favorite. It's so embarrassing thinking back now. R&B music. And anyway, I did this for like a year. And then I finally asked her out to go to the prom, and she said yes. Also, there was another girl that I tried to date, and I didn't do those things. And I just went up to her at the last minute. I tried to be charming, and she did not go on a date with me. The first girl is an example of marketing, long-term marketing. She got to know me over a long period of time. George Lucas says building a loyal fan base is essential for the success of any franchise. It's the foundation upon which you can continue to expand and explore new storytelling opportunities. I bring up the story with the girls in high school because I learned that you have to build a relationship with your target audience over time. Iconic's differentiation strategy is with marketing is to create raving customers and to create an intimate relationship with them. We do that first by marketing the IP, building this engaged audience with them. So like I talked about with the girl in high school I tried to date, it was very embarrassing. We're going to build a relationship with our audience over 1 to 1.5 years, engaging in them on social media, TV, etc. Second of all, partnerships. Okay, we're going to create partnerships with police companies, police academies, with comedy organizations and influencers. Also, to some extent, maybe religious groups or mental health companies who care about a tale of two very different people that form an unlikely relationship. Okay, and the third is influencer marketing. We are going to work with influencers, micro influencers and macro influencers. If you're familiar with the online social media space, these influencers hold a lot of sway and influence over the court of public opinion. 4, we use social media content and videos. Influencers. Okay, I hope that my story about the girl in high school made sense. And lastly, we have TV appearances. Okay, if you have a meeting with us, you can learn more about, for example, any one of these points. The last is press. Okay. It's very important that as we build the audience base, work with the influencers, make TV appearances, that all of this is capitalized on with press and magazines, news, and media. Okay. The second way to market an action comedy franchise is with an A-list actor. They are essentially a brand like Nike or Adidas. To learn what A-list actors we're currently in early stage discussions with, feel free to ask more about that in a meeting. You might ask, well, how is Iconic casting A-list actors? This is a good question because it is not easy to do, and it is something where there's a barrier to entry. We do it through our partnerships with larger companies that have been in the industry for 20, 30, 100 years, which have a lot of, provide a lot of contacts. We also work with a casting agency, Barden & Schnee, also been in the industry since 2007, I believe, in New York, originally from Delaware. They have worked with a significant number of A-list actors. Off the top of my head, Kevin Hart, Nicole Kidman, Robert De Niro, Matt Damon, and more. Okay, the other thing is having fully financed film in escrow. Fully funded in escrow with a proof of funding letter. That is another way, that we are able to cast an A-list actor. 3 is we have the shoot dates set. Just a few months out, okay? So this is these are ways to get the A-list actor. And I said the other one was partnerships. Okay, also we present an offer to a selection of A-list actors who have been qualified through our sales agent and our partners. My first screenplay was a quarterfinalist in Francis Ford Coppola's contest. That's sort of how I got into comedy, because it was a comedy drama. And my first company had a 40 to 50% ROI. And that is sort of how I got into the business side of things. And it is this sort of background that I've used to leverage, help build the company and attract some of these partnerships that we are together able to secure an A-list actor for our action franchise series, and ensuring that each investor receives a high profit, high income, faster returns under 3 months from something that's actually going to generate high revenue. Iconic Pictures International is working with 2 partners, one in LA, 100 films, no loss of profit. One in Stockholm, Sweden, 100 years of experience in the industry. They are adding credibility, size, and resources to help bolster Iconic Pictures International's pursuit of a high revenue, high reward, medium to low risk scenario offer for its investors. January 24th to January 27th, any investor who comes on board is invited to Stockholm for production party and creative meeting. And July 10th to 15th in LA is invited to take a photo op with an A-list actor to watch a action sequence or a funny gag. You can learn more about our partnerships in a meeting with Iconic Pictures International. So our team's track record, what is it with marketing? Well, head of marketing, Brendan Kane, he wrote Hook Point. Has 500 reviews on Amazon, 4.4 rating. He's helped generate $1 billion in revenue, using social media viral campaigns. He's helped Jason Statham, Taylor Swift, and Rihanna. Our PR publicist, Maxine Leonard, has done to switch markers because the black is losing a bit of ink. 100+ worldwide PR campaigns. Ferrari, Hunger Games, Long Shot with Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron, Beekeeper with Jason Statham, and so on. Barden and Schnee Casting. Barden and Schnee Casting, originally from Atlanta and Delaware. They're based out of New York City, have been there since 2007, I believe. They're members of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. They have cast A-list actors such as Kevin Hart, Nicole Kidman, Robert De Niro, Michael Keaton, Ryan Cranston, and more. I'm not going to write it down because I'm losing a bit of space here. How are we going to establish brand name recognition for Iconic Pictures? First of all, we associate ourselves with 800-pound gorilla companies around us that believe in us and our concept and strategy. Second of all, we brand our IP with an agency. Brand agency. We work with an agency to create branding for our comedy franchise series that creates consistent branding across our marketing campaigns, our posters, our videos, our font type, everything. Instilling in audiences' minds months ahead our brand identity. We use consistent branding across all marketing. So it is about more than just a film. This is about creating a story, a franchise that lives in people's memories and is at top of mind at all times. We engage in audiences regularly over 34 months using social media. All channels from X, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere where comedy moviegoers are online, we are there consistently communicating with our brand. We associate our IP brand with other brands, credible, relevant, good reputation brands that includes influencers, companies, organizations, both in film and also in the nonprofit sector. If there's ever a crossover, as I mentioned earlier, perhaps a religious group or a mental health organization that finds some sort of value from seeing this relationship developed using comedy. And we cast an A-list comedy actor who has global appeal. The A-list actor also contributes to the brand of the film. We suggest requesting a meeting to learn more and receiving an investment presentation package. Because it is potentially a long-term professional relationship, we recommend at least a few Zoom meetings and doing due diligence. And if it is a win-win situation, then moving forward. Thank you.